everyone, welcome back to Why Did the Nations Rage. Today I'm doing a special Let's Play of a game that I have just recently acquired, known as Prison Architect. So, I'm going to attempt to create a new prison in this video. So we'll go ahead and we'll start the map here. We've got some workers showing up now. Okay, and in case you haven't played this before, basically the way it works is you have one full day, so you have 24 hours to start building on your complex, and it doesn't give you a whole lot of time to do this, so you kind of just have to get into it and get busy. Basically, 24 hours from now, a busload of prisoners is going to show up at your prison. I'm not sure that you can actually control the intake flow in the beginning. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just build a small pathway heading in. I'm going to use... Looks like everything costs pretty much... Well, some stuff is a little more expensive, but... For the most part, these concrete tiles are pretty cheap, so I'm going to start out with this. And just have a small pathway leading in to the prison. Okay, and the first thing I need to build is an actual, like, administration office room where the prisoners come in, they get strip searched, and they get booked. So what I can do is I can actually start out by doing some blueprints of the ground, which is free. That way, in case I make a mistake, it doesn't cost money to fix the mistake. Another thing is you have to actually claim each space of the buildings that you're creating. Each of the rooms, you actually have to label them as what they are for the game to recognize what to do with them. And there are certain rules for different rooms. So basically here I need to choose reception. And see, it'll tell you right here what it needs. Where they're first taken as they arrive. It has to be indoor. There has to be an office desk. Has to be a table and a chair. It's not letting me label it yet because I don't actually have walls or anything. Okay, the next thing I need to do is build a room off either behind it or on either side that's like the holding cell. I need to do that next. It needs to have at least enough room for 8 prisoners, I would say. But then those prisoners are also going to need amenities. They're going to need facilities, toilets, showers, so on and so forth, that kind of thing. So that should be okay right there. I've only got $30,000 to do this in the beginning, so I really need to choose wisely on these types of things. Okay, another thing I'm going to need is some actual space for additional offices. Alright, so what I can do is I can make like a hallway, something like that. And I can have 2 offices here. There we go. The prisoners are actually going to need an outside area or a yard. They're going to need that. Okay, and we need a special building in itself to house the power generator and the water pump and things like that. So I'll have that over there. Okay, then I'm going to have like a path going from here leading over here. It's very basic in the beginning. You just have to make sure that you have the bare essentials. See, when we go to expand, now I could possibly put offices over here as well. I could have, a door right here that goes straight into those offices. That way, the the people that work in the actual offices, they don't have to go through the administration to get to their office. You want to try to keep your staff away from your prisoners as much as you can. Okay, so we'll try this. We'll see how it goes. I think I'm going to go with concrete instead of bricks. So we'll start out like that. Now we have to give our workers time to build the actual structure. We're going to need a door for the front. I think it'll let you do double doors like that. We are also going to need a space for storage. Which I can, just temporarily put somewhere over here. Maybe right here for now. See how I'm like dedicating different spaces for different areas. Like now that there's an actual structure here, I could go ahead and label this area as reception. Actually, I have to wait for them to finish. Another thing I can go ahead and do is try to sell this wood that they chopped down. I'll get a little bit of money for that. Not much, but a little bit. Okay, so now what I need to do is see if it will actually let me. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Alright, see, now it's going to let me label that as a reception area. And I can go ahead and make these offices. They are going to need walls. In fact, I can put up these white walls since they're interior. Now, since this is the yard right here, what I can do is put up a fence. Like that. I'm watching my money because there's actually still some other stuff I'm going to need beyond this. I'm going to have to build like a cafeteria and a kitchen for food. Here's one thing that I always get confused with. Whenever you're adding something on like this, you got to be careful. Because if not, they'll actually tear this wall right here down and they'll join these two rooms, which I don't want to happen. And I may have just messed that up, so let's see what happens. I just want to make sure that they don't tear this wall down right here. Okay. Yep, they tore it down. That's alright though, we can fix it. I'm actually going to put up a a barred wall right here, like a cell. That's the actual holding cell right there. So I can put a jail door up as soon as they finish the wall. What is that? Patrols and stations. I'm not gonna read all this. First of all, it's hard to tell what it says. They got some chicken scratch handwriting. Okay. So it's important that you specify certain things. Like right there, I'm gonna have to put a staff door up. And I'm gonna have to put a staff door up on these as well. Reason why is because the prisoners will actually walk through here and come in these offices and come into this room if I don't mark staff only on the door. Pretty sure the door's locked too, with it being a staff door. So this can be our actual cell door here. Okay, and I'm going to mark this as a holding cell. Put a concrete wall up right here. And maybe just a regular door, since they're going to be right there, and they're going to be in here anyway. So this is going to go to the toilets and the showers and stuff. Okay, now we can get some power so we can actually see. So I'll throw in a power station here. It's important to leave at least one box around your power station on all sides, because as your building, as your facility grows, you're going to need more and more power. You're going to have to put these capacitors in all the way around this thing, which will continue to give you more power. Alright, now that I have that, I can go ahead and run some electrical cables throughout the entire structure. That way everything has electricity. I'm going to have to do the same thing with water. So I might as well go ahead and do it. I'll just put it right there. Kind of breaking my own rule here by doing that, but it'll be alright. Okay, while they're working on that, I'm going to go ahead and figure out where I want to put the cafeteria. It's actually called a canteen, but it's basically a cafeteria. Okay, probably on this side, I would think. Hopefully that'll be enough space right there. And then I can go ahead and put a kitchen in as well. Probably about like that big. Now we're running out of money very quickly here, so I have to be careful. I can get a loan, but I'm going to try to avoid getting a loan. I don't want a loan. I don't want to be in debt. I still have to furnish this place and run water pipes, so that's going to be expensive. I got me a little bit of cash. We are getting kind of close to being broke, which concerns me a bit because, like I said, we have to furnish this place. And boy, is it taking them a long time to run those wires. What is the deal? Come on, get it done. As soon as this completes a circuit, all this will light up. And I'm just waiting on them to finish. So while we wait, and this is weird, they're not... Oh, you know what it is? You know what it is? They don't have a way to get... over there. That's what it is. Guess I'll put a gate right there. And I'll put a jail door right there. There we go. That's what I was waiting on. We're gonna need at least one more capacitor. So we haven't even put anything in this building yet. Alright, but right here, this is gonna tell you everything that you need. We need a toilet and a bench in here, but I'm also going to put some beds in there and maybe a table. Okay, we'll start with reception. We're going to go to objects. And what's cool about this is, you know, it not only does it tell you what you need, but if you zoom in on the room that you're working on, it'll actually highlight the things that you need. Like we need an office desk. So right there. We need a chair. We could get that chair, but this one is a lot cheaper, so I'm gonna go with this one instead. Alright, the only other thing that we need in here is a table. Go. Alright, and like I said, the beds, I'm actually going to use bunk beds to try to save some space. We need room for at least 8 prisoners, but I'll go ahead and I'll try to get a few more than that. So we need a toilet, which probably needs to be somewhere close to the shower. And we can also put a toilet in here. Maybe a couple toilets in here. Okay. We need some benches. I'll just get some small benches to put here. Canteen. This is where it gets kind of expensive. We need one of these serving tables. Some regular tables. Probably don't need that many right now, so I'll just add them as we need them, because we're running out of money. We really are. Alright, that should be everything we need in there. Alright, and here we're gonna need the super expensive stuff. So we need cooker, we need a fridge, You see. That's all we need in there. Alright, the shower. We're gonna need a drain put here. Alright, then we're gonna need the actual shower heads. Only thing else that we need, only other thing that we need is to furnish these offices. Like I said before, I'll start out cheap, prepare essential stuff, and then we'll upgrade as we start to make a little income, because we're getting very low on funds. In fact, I don't even know if we have enough funds to get all this stuff yet. We'll find out. But we do need a filing cabinet for each one of these offices. Okay, and that should be... everything that we need for that. Now we gotta run some water pipes, so the thing about this is you want to get your water carried over to the building with the means of large pipes, but you do not want to run the pipes through the building itself, or at least definitely not run these large pipes under the cells, because they will dig through, they will basically use the pipe to escape. So what you have to do is you have to run those large pipes, and then once you get up to the building itself to where you have to run the water to, you use smaller pipes. Like that. Speed up time. Alright, that's good. And looks like we've got ourselves a functioning facility here. You actually have to run power to the appliances like that. There we go. Last thing I need to do that I didn't do is label this as a yard, and then it's gonna need stuff. Well, no, it actually doesn't need anything, but I'll go ahead and put some stuff out there. I'll put another bench. Give him a phone. Why not? Okay, the only other thing that they should probably have is maybe some weight benches, just a couple of them, and I'll put a light out here. There is one thing I forgot in the kitchen. So I think the kitchen needs a trash can. Screw it, we'll put 2 of them in there. There we go. Now all we have to do is wait for morning to come. Right here, this is where you get your options as far as what prisoners you're going to accept. Prisoner transfer, I think those are actually the worst ones you can get. Then you got super max, regular max, medium, and minimum. And you've also got, with this DLC that I have installed, you got criminally insane, but you have to have extra stuff to get them, and it's pretty expensive. So this is what payment we're gonna make. I think that's per day, but it's definitely, you know, as soon as they show up, we're gonna end up getting that. So basically we have enough space to make that much. So they're gonna be here in like half an hour. Alright. Oh crap. There they are. You know what? I forgot to hire some guards. I just realized that at the last second. So really, that's probably the max that we can afford right now. It's about 3 guards. I don't know how many inmates we're gonna get. Probably the number of beds that we have, I would imagine. So 14 inmates. Maybe we should get one more guard. And we're also going to need the warden, of course. Okay, but there are different ways to make money. You can actually... Oh, I gotta hire cooks. Snap. Right about that. Alright, and now I have to... Alright, we'll watch them come in. For the moment, we'll watch them come in. So they all get searched. Sometimes they'll actually find stuff on them too, like knives or different contraband, different things they'll actually find on them. Looks like we have 8 prisoners so far. But, as I was saying, you get grants, okay, for completing certain objectives, and we're pretty close. In fact, I think we qualify for this grant right here. So this is going to give us $30,000. And we got it. So now we have money again. We have basically a little bit more than what we had to begin with. And we're going to need that. Trust me, we're going to need that. Bureaucracy. This is what I was saying before we started. This is what I was saying I was going to show you. Basically, this unlocks all the advanced stuff for you, and it costs money. It's very expensive, but it's very necessary. Like, right now, first thing I need to spend part of this $30,000 on is unlocking each one of these different things. Like the attorney is very expensive. I'm not going to get that yet. Or the education. I'm just going to start out with these 4 offices. Okay, and right now my warden is researching. He's researching finance. So as soon as he gets done, it says it's going to take 5 hours and 52 minutes. As soon as he gets done, I'm going to be able to hire an accountant. And that's why I built an extra office right here. This is going to be my accountant's office. You see how as soon as I hired him and put him in there, it changed from office to warden's office. Okay. Apparently you can only put... Okay. For some reason... It's not putting him with the other inmates. I'm not sure why. He's criminally insane. Okay, I swear that I have that turned off. Yeah, I have that on. I have that turned off. So I don't know why it gave me a criminally insane prisoner. But basically, he has nowhere to stay because I can't put him in the cell with the general population. So I'm gonna have to build him his own special cell. Not only that, I'm gonna end up having to hire an orderly to manage him, which I can't do yet because you have to unlock orderlies from the health. Like he's gonna research health here. Okay. As soon as he does, I'll have the option to hire an orderly, which costs $1,000. But right now, this guy, he needs a place to stay. He can't stay in the reception area forever, so we're gonna have to do something about that. So first thing we should probably do is go ahead and build a perimeter fence around this place, which is going to be extremely expensive and also time consuming. But we need a way to enclose the area. I'm just trying to think about where I'm going to put this guy at. I don't really want to put him near these prisoners, but I might not have a choice. Eventually I'm going to have to build some solitary cells too, because these guys are probably going to be up to no good and they're going to start causing trouble. They might get into fights, and when they do that, I'm going to have some kind of way to put them by themselves for a while so they'll calm down. So I have to label this as a padded cell. And it needs a bed and a toilet. That's all it needs. Okay, there is one thing that I forgot about. I'm pretty sure that because I am using the weather conditions option, that I'm gonna have to connect some kind of a boiler to the water system so that they can take hot showers. I think that's the way that works. I'm not completely sure. We'll find out. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how the boiler connects to this water, but I'm not really... Okay, it needs power. I'm not really figuring this out too well. I would think that would work. I think when the boiler's hooked up, these water drops here, they'll actually turn red. It's working like it's supposed to work, so I'm not exactly sure what the deal is with that, but I'll try to figure it out by the next episode. I know this has been a long episode. It takes a little while to get started in this game. But I hope you guys get the gist of it. I do have a positive inflow of cash right now. Let's check on the... Let's see how his progress is coming. Okay, we have the ability now to hire an accountant. So we'll go ahead and do that. And what this accountant is going to do is unlock these extra options here, and this is going to save you money basically. Eventually we might come to a point where we want to do a land expansion, buy more land to build a bigger prison. So we have that option. We can, those grants I was showing you, you can have 2 of those at the same time. You can only have up to 2. Okay. But what this does is it unlocks the ability for you to get 3 at a time. It also unlocks the ability for you to get a loan from the bank. Okay, and then there's also various tax discounts as well. So it looks like the next thing he's going to research is the maintenance, at which point we can hire a foreman to unlock the ability to, you know, hire janitors and groundskeepers, and eventually even save money by putting our prisoners to work in the cafeteria. You can build a place to do laundry and put them to work in there. You can have prison workshops. You can have all kinds of things. And I'll try to show you guys all this stuff. This game is really awesome. I love this game. I know that the graphics are kind of funny and cartoony, and they almost look like they kind of remind me of baby blocks. I can't remember what they're called right now. It's like I guess like the Lego Duplo. That's what they look like to me. Okay. And it takes a little while to get used to it, but it's actually kind of cool. I kind of like the way that they did the people. I love this game. It's extremely entertaining. It's extremely fun to play this game. So I'll go ahead and end this episode. Like I said, it's been a really long episode, but we have got our prison up and running. We are making a profit at this point. Hopefully it'll stay like that. It might not though, you never know. Everything seems to be going smoothly up to this point. And I can already see a problem right here. We've got a cook walking through the holding cell to bring supplies to the kitchen. We have to fix that. He can actually go around. He's supposed to be going this way, but apparently he's not smart enough to figure that out, so I'm gonna have to apparently I'm not smart enough to put a door go into the outside. That's why he's doing that. Sorry, dude. That's all my fault. Let me fix that for you. Let me make things easier on my staff. There, now they'll have a door. They won't have to go through the holding cell to bring supplies to the kitchen. Okay, and we're getting something accomplished. We have nearly made it through our first day with our prisoners. This guy, for some reason, he's still not going to his holding or his padded cell. It still says there are no free cells. I'm not really sure why. I'll try to figure that out before I end the video. He's a normal risk prisoner. Warring. He's got a cell. I made him a cell. It's a padded cell. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why he's not I don't know why the guards aren't escorting him to his cell. It doesn't make any sense to me. He should be in his cell, but he's still standing there in the same spot. And he's also getting mad. He's slowly, if you look at status right there in yellow, okay, he's agitated right now because he's been standing there all day. It's not going to be much longer. He's gonna change from agitated to triggered. He's gonna be mad, and then he's gonna become violent. So I'm not really sure. We need a psychiatrist, which we're working on. But yeah, I'm not sure why he's not going to his cell. I'm gonna have to figure that out too. But anyway, I hope you guys liked the game. You enjoyed the video. Let me know. If you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know so I'll know to make other additional prison architect videos. Let me know what you think. Go ahead and leave a comment. I'd appreciate it, as well as if you rate the video. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope you guys have a really awesome and safe new year, and I'll see you next time. Alright, Jared signing out with One of the Nation's Rage, so on and so forth. Later.